Hit you in your body and then they see your soul. Put you in the wood and then they let you burn. Shit get stupid. Shot stop loud talk for sure you get muted. Gas up the place smoke for sure you get suited. Loud talk. I've been playing with that grass like a grandma. Bitch, I'm 39 to the death of it. Problem let the weapon spit. 40 with a drum jack kicking like some Tekken shit. Ain't from the 9 from 39. Home of PT. Big shorty, right? Landscaping. When I get it going, chasing them, gotta plan with. Leaves on them trees when they fall, I'm a hand rake them. Bag them, seal them and get them gone. Jumped in this shit, was thirsty to see a zone. Ass peas here. Wood big as hell, like I'm smoking out a tree here. Playing with the branches like a monkey in a tree here. GF, landscaper. I'm playing the wild for that damn paper. I am 39. Be a fake shit. I ain't here to step on niggas' toes, but you see me? Yeah. Genius, this genius. I'm one of them niggas. And if you don't know that, you should ask your boss. Tell them talk about that hood team shit. They ain't really gonna do it though. You know this BFA shit now, don't you? BFA shit.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top and we get down. It's your host Tony Media Monics.
I am Get This D Smith in the house. Yo, welcome to Shoptalk 7 on another Monday night. Look who we got in the shop tonight. That's all you gonna do is just.
Hey.
Did y'all hear his voice crack, Lokito?
From Unlimited Taxes and more.
Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
Coming to play.
Did y'all hear his voice crack?
My voice crack?
Little dusty ass voice. Say, get this. I had to turn his mic off. Like, man, your voice is stupid. I can't stand your little fake radio voice.
How old are you?
40.
And that bothers you? A voice bothers you at 40?
It does bother me at 40. I'm admitting insecurity here.
Must be a hell of a voice.
I can't even imitate it right. Okay, that's my Dennis imitation.
You just sound like Hulk Hogan. Every time you do it.
I rap better than
Hulk Hogan.
I rap better than
you. Yeah, do you? We'll see.
I don't know. I can do diss tracks tonight.
We shall see.
Julia.
The day coming. The day coming. The day coming.
It's coming.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Shout out to the chat. Y'all know what it is, man. We got Nikki Spiller in the house. What's going on, Nikki? Speaking of Nikki Spiller.
You can't say her name until we do the SBOs.
I know. Speaking of the SBOs.
Messed it up.
Speaking of the SBOs. Shout out to the SBOs, man.
Yay.
Shout out to the SBOs. We definitely want to thank them for all their support. They've been rocking with us for a long time, so we definitely just want to say thank you to our SBOs, of course. So, first up is our girl, Miss Rose Design Services. That's RO''S Design Services.
Otherwise, it's Rose.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to make sure y'all holler at Ro, man, for all the accoutrement needs. You understand? And by accoutrement, we mean all the custom needs.
You figure deal?
Checking.
Shut up.
Move this out the way a little bit.
I hate your voice and I hate your shirts.
There you go.
Y'all get on my nerves.
There you go. You're such a hater.
My voice over here still going through puberty.
Such a hater.
I hate y'all.
You know, if you drink more tea, maybe that'll help.
But y'all feed me tequila because y'all haters.
More tea.
Y'all don't want to grow.
Try that. And speaking of Ro Design Services, what up, Ro Design Services?
I know she on the line.
You know what I'm saying?
Love you.
We got Dino in the building. What up, Dino?
Right way in the building.
Right way in the house, man.
Right way to right way.
Right way in the house. Right way in the house.
Shout out to the guys.
Man. Yeah, man. Y'all rocked last night, man.
Facts.
Yeah, I rocked last night.
I almost passed out trying to recite Dino verse.
Y'all rocked.
On the stage yesterday.
Hey, I met what's the guy that performed with them?
Woody.
I met Woody yesterday. I met Woody yesterday.
Get his autograph?
No, I didn't get his autograph. Okay. I did. But I'm learning all the crew.
Who's there last night? Last night we had Right Way Bunny. She was in the building.
They got
of course, Dino, Mr. Know-It-All.
Shout out to Bunny.
Dub, do your best.
Yeah, shout out to Dub.
Woody and Moolah Stuffy was in the building.
Yeah, for real.
Yes, sir. Moolah Stuffy too quiet for me. I'll be having to go check on him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, big dog. Who did it to you?
Moolah be plotting.
I swear.
He be plotting.
Man.
Hey, shout out the Right Way though, man. Y'all some good guys, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And of course, y'all got Ro Bryant in the house. Y'all know Ro Design Services, apostrophe S. Speaking of Ro, make sure y'all get back to her 773-322-3076. Again, that number is 773-322-3076. Again, follow her across all platforms, Facebook, IG, and Gmail. All right.
Shout out to Rose Design for that custom shirt she did Saturday morning.
Yeah, Team Serenity.
Saturday morning, she did a Team Serenity shirt for me.
That was dope. That was dope. Shout out to Road Design Services. We definitely appreciate you. And also shout out to our newest SBO, Miss Tiffany's Closet.
Tiffany's Closet. She's www.tiffany'scloset.com.
Yeah.
You spell Tiffany's Tiffanyz, closet, closet. It's spelled Klozet. www.tiffany'scloset.com, where you go to Tiffanasia and you must speak Tiffany's.
You have to speak Tiffany's. That's the only way you can get into the closet.
Yes, you have to speak Tiffany's in Tiffanasia.
And there's no other way. So shout out to
Nicole Ingram.
Shout out to Nicole
who will let you know that I speak Tiffany's fluently.
For sure.
What that means, mind your business. I'm grown.
And once again, what's that website?
www.tiffany's Tiffanyz Closet KLOZET.com.
Yeah.
And her number is 588-2300 Empire.
Yeah, Dino, say what's up, Nikki. Okay. And last but not least, speaking of Nikki, our girl, Miss Nikki Spiller of Nikki's Sleek Design Services.
You notice he stopped dragging the eye, man. I'm so proud of him.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Design.
I'm trying to. I gotta turn my sexy down right y'all. So
I don't need none of your sexy.
Apparently y'all not securing your own manhood. I got to dump myself down. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
I made a skit about it and everything.
It's all good. I got space in my ego. It's okay. I'll go ahead and feel free butterflies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dino, man. And yeah, shout out to Nikki's Sleek Designs. Make sure y'all check her out. That's probably DJ Trouble.
Let him in. They kill you now.
Yeah, that's probably Trouble.
Nope.
Hey, what's good? Shout out to Neo Flows and Infinite Vibes in the house. You know what I'm saying? What's good? Shout out to the interns, man. And back to Miss Nikki Spiller. If you guys want to reach her, 219-306-3957. Again, that number is 219-306-3957. Okay. If you guys want to reach her on the web, www.nikkisleekdesigns.com.
And you can also call Mike Jones at 381-334-8004. Mike Jones.
And also Nikki's Sleek Designs at gmail.com. All right. And that does it for our SBO segment, baby. Shop Talk 7.
No.
Shop Talk 7, baby. Let's go. Let's go ahead and get to some music, baby. Let's see what's going on. I feel like some trouble right now.
Some treble? I thought you said trouble.
No.
I'm like Trub singing now?
No. Trouble the Singer. Shout out to Trouble the Singer, man.
Trouble the Singer.
Shout out to Trouble the Singer, man.
Okay.
Shop Talk 7. Let's get it.
All I wanted was too bad when I put a house on a hill. One in the kitchen and the other paying bills. Situation broke and touching meals. Love is real and my music making money, no deal. Time I can sleep at home, but I can't leave the streets alone. Swear that it should be a crime. Money in my mind all the time, so I'm on the grind. So I can put my people on. And it's cool, you don't understand what I do. You ain't gotta walk in my shoes. I got a son, I can't listen to the gun. So a nigga gon' do what he do. Put a future better than my past. Every step better than my last. All this money is up for grabs. Swear I gotta give him everything I never had.
This is all I ever want. Spend 500,000 on the house. The other 500 in the couch. This is all I ever wanted. Tell them here to keep my name up their mouth. Get it talk with the all black rings. This is all I ever wanted. Birthdays was the worst days. Time we sip champagne when we thirsty. We ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. This is all I ever wanted.
Was a good life, good vibes and everything. Mama was an addict with a habit that she couldn't be. I found love way deep in them Chicago streets. Now I got a history and a record that'll follow me. I was last on first. I was putting in work, it was built from the hurt. I must have known my worth. I was birthed from a curse that I cursed me at birth. But I'm all grown up now. Finally got everything figured out. I know exactly what I want. I'ma get everything that I'm owed.
This is all I ever wanted. Spent 500,000 on the house. The other 500 in the couch. This is all I ever wanted. Tell them haters keep my name up their mouth. Get it talk with the all black rings. This is all I ever wanted. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. We ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. This is all I ever wanted.
Spent 500,000 on the house. Yeah, yeah. Tell them haters keep my name out their mouth. Birthdays was the worst days. And we sip champagne when we thirsty now. We ball, we ball. Oh, oh.
This is all I ever wanted. Spent 500,000 on the house. The other 500 in the couch. This is all I ever wanted. Tell them haters keep my name out their mouth. Get it talk with the all black rings. This is all I ever wanted. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. We ball. Yeah, homie, we ball. This is all I ever wanted.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. Website we get down to Showstone Media. My next.
I am Get This D Smith in the house, man.
Chill told me to post this.
Yeah, Shoptalk 7 on a Monday night.
D or the underscore?
Shoptalk 7 on a Monday night. We got Miss Candice Shaw in the house.
In the building.
In the building. Keep with that mic.
Sound like a lawyer.
In the building.
She does.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she does. Sound like a lawyer.
Candice Shaw, Esquire.
You know, thank you for taking some time out today. That's a busy schedule.
It's appreciated.
Yeah, for
Definitely appreciate
coming down and hanging out with you. Definitely appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Before we get started, you want to go ahead and give us a little bit of insight on your business?
Okay, so I am Candice Shaw, a national franchise owner of Unlimited Taxes, Indiana. I currently own 12 locations, Black-owned.
Yeah.
Black-owned tax offices. So I own several offices across the country, one in Las Vegas, two in St. Louis, two in Indianapolis, Chicago, 1918 East 79th Street, right here. Three in Indiana, Little Rock, Arkansas, Las Vegas, all day, everywhere, y'all. You can search me up. You can Google me. I'm Black Girl Magic, right? Trying to change the face of, the businesses, trying to make sure that we get all of our people the appropriate tax deductions that they deserve. On top of that, we are open year round. So we're not just a seasonal business. We are open year round, and we actually provide community resources for people who need them in our community. So we're not just a tax office. We're pretty much trying to link up with other businesses so that we can make our community be better.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
What's the science
Thank you
behind?
very much.
What's the science behind the spread? Like as far as how you spread out the locations.
So the science behind the spreads is that I have family members and friends in other cities and states, family, cousins, aunties, my brother. So I decided to help them open up an office there. So I open up a location there and let my family run it, because no one person can rise above the condition of their people. So if you have a family member that has a working somewhere, say let's open up an office there, let me get you trained, let's go ahead and do the business licenses, let's open up a location. It's all about investing into your own people. And a lot of time we don't invest into our own people. We know your brother's breaking his back working for somebody else, and you got a awesome idea, and we can do taxes in all 50 states. So with us being able to prepare taxes in all 50 states, why not? I mean, your brother and sister, help them. It's seasonal for some of them, but my corporate office is open year round. So what they say, reach one, teach one.
That's right.
So why not?
So what kind of services do you provide?
I'm small business.
I'm talking like post tax season.
Right.
So after tax season, we do financial literacy. We do train tax preparers up and coming. If you've worked for the other brands and they pay you hourly, we do have a commission base. So you can bring your clients over and you can make more money, in opposed to making 10, 12, 13, 14. I know they might pay you $22 an hour, but sometimes on a scale, these clients, you're charging them anywhere from $300 $300 to $700. So we give you a 50-50 split. If you charge $600, you make $300. So now you're able to actually have a sustainability of income where you could live. Most of our tax preparers make anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 a year, just depending on the grind, the hustle, you know.
It's up to you.
Wow.
So let me give you just a little bit of mathematical breakdown. If you do 300 clients at $300, meaning you charge $600 on the 50%, you make $300. You make about $90,000 a year. That's only 6 clients in a state. And if you know about
tax season, right?
Yeah, during tax season, or you just want to make sure that you have an estimated goal, but do keep in mind that 6 clients in the state at $300, which is what you're bringing home, is equivalent to $90,000 in a 4-month season, and you could actually get that in the first quarter of the year.
Right.
And as long as you budget your income, you make sure that you have financial literacy to pay your bills, because sometimes people don't know how to deal with $100,000 in 3 months. Absolutely. You know what I mean? So if you make it, and we're here to coach you, we're here to lead you, we help you to guide you, make sure that you get all of your priorities first, okay? Meaning bills, if you want to improve your credit. We have other outsourced resources that we actually reach into that come in. Nikki is one of them. She come in, teach you about your credit. We have other people that come in, teach you about financial literacy. Some people are used to working a job, and if you're used to working a job 365 days a year, asking for a few personal days a year, once you dive in and you grind it out for yourself, we have to be able to teach you or coach you to sustainability.
Right.
We don't want you to blow it all on other stuff, you know.
Crab
just
legs.
Because oh my God, crab's legs and shoes and all the other stuff.
You're
we want
the
you to
devil.
go ahead and hit your goal. Typically, some people will make anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000 in the first quarter of the year. But if you're used to making $10,000 to $15,000 or $20,000 a year, you know you've made your salary for a total of 3 years, and you've probably bought things that you never bought. You've been on vacations and stuff. So we want to just re-educate our people to make sure that you on the right path to home ownership, credit, building a business, do what you really love, and it saves you time. If you make your income or your salary for the year in 3 months, you do know you got a lot of more days left, right?
What'd you say earlier? How much below your means should you be living?
2 times below your means.
Two times below your means. How do you come up with that?
You should definitely be living 2 times, because the first time ain't enough.
Right. Right.
The first time ain't enough.
Right. The great prophet Fabulous said, "You ain't made 100 till you made 200. Learn life."
But you should really be living 2 times below your means, because the first time is really not enough. You know what I mean? So you want to go under so you can save something for rainy day.
So what does that look like? And I know that's going to be an individual thing.
So
let's just say on the average.
So I typically tell every single person to add up your bills. Add them up 1 time a month and times it by 12, right?
Right.
Once you add up all of your bills, times it by 12, and then start to cut out your wants versus your needs, okay? And if your wants overpower your needs, you got to cut it out. You got to cut it out. Some things are wants. We are impulse buyers. And because we're impulse buyers, we feel like we worked so hard and we deserve this, but you should definitely have a goal in mind. If you have a goal in mind, that'll stop you from being an impulse buyer, at least. But don't make goals that's so big that you can't obtain them. We want you to start off with big goals, okay? In the alphabet teaches us A through Z is 26 letters. So make your goal 1A. Okay, 1A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. If you don't hit here, then go to the next one. We have to have goals in place. Vision boards are very good, and most people tell you, we're having a vision board party, but a lot of times they don't break down your 1A and your 1B. What I will tell everybody is, when we was in elementary school and they taught us how to make paragraphs, they told us you do the subject, and you do A, B, C, 1A, B, C, and D. You have to break it down. So what I come to find out is, with people, we don't break it down. We just think if we can't reach this big goal, then it's highly unobtainable. But it needs to be broken down. And if you break it down, then you could be able to reach it. Either you're going to take 1 step forward and 2 steps backwards, or you're going to take 3 steps forwards and look back.
Something we did when I was in the Navy, right? It was called the ladder. I forget what ladder stood for, but it's spelled LADR. So it's the Learning and Development Roadway, right? So what it was is, it would start you from E1, right? Because that's enlisted point. Officers are the ones that got the college degrees. So
E stands for enlisted.
Yeah,
E1, E2, E3.
It goes up to E9.
Okay.
So you go from E1 to E9, and it'll do it by rate. Rate meaning our job, right? My rate was a logistics specialist. So it'll tell you where you need to be in order to make this rank at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So a progression.
So this is where you should be. This is where you are. This is where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
This is where you should be at this time if you want to get there in a good enough time. Because at that time, the Navy had what they called high year tenure rules, where you could only be at E5 for so long.
Okay.
Or E6 for so long, right? So it'll tell you, it'll show you where you are, show you where you want to be, show you what you need to do to get there and how to do that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I think for a lot of us, when we look at plans on how to do things, we need to look at that. This is what I want. What do I need to do to get there? Because you can do whatever you want. Don't like try to fly for building or nothing. We don't have to
right.
I can't promise you that. But what I can tell you is that work has to be accounted for. Energy has to be accounted for. If you keep punching the table in the same spot, either your hand gonna break or the table will.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's a factoid. But yeah, please. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
But yeah, you gotta work on that.
I agree.
Plans.
I agree with you.
So you said you had, if I'm not mistaken, did you say you had 13 locations?
12
locations. 12 locations.
2 in Indianapolis, 2 in St. Louis, Florida,
Vegas.
Las Vegas. I have 1 in Chicago, 3 in Gary, 1 in Maryville, 2 in Indianapolis. Who am I forgetting? 1 in Kankakee. So Bradley.
Okay.
You got so many you forgetting.
Yeah.
First world problems.
First world problems.
First world problems.
First world problems.
Pray for my strength.
Right.
That's
my idea behind it is to give the people who supported me, some of my tax preparers, they were interested in learning, so I decided to give them a chance. I had suites all over, and some of them did exceptionally well with the suites, so I promoted them to have be a manager of their own office, and they got to hire everybody, so they kind of like the boss.
Okay.
And although I'm the owner, but they still manage the stores and all of that other stuff. So I mean, it's cool.
And all 12 locations are open to
Year
round.
Oh, they're open all year round.
Year round.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So how do you so like you say, as far as some of the year round, you have like different trainings and things. How do you go about, because I'm assuming that you do the training. So
I am doing the trainings, but in this upcoming season, for people that want to join the team, I will not be doing trainings. My work is strenuous,
right.
so definitely we'll be hiring somebody else on to do the IRS trainings and certifications and all that other stuff to get people trained. And a lot of times people are working from home. I mean, we all know an auntie or a cousin who's doing taxes on a free tax software, but accountability is there. You want to make sure that somebody is accountable, and it doesn't say self-prepared on the bottom of a tax return. Well, you have to pay $200-$300 to your tax return. So accountability is a big factor, and accountability is what we have to make sure that everybody, if you do my taxes, I'm expecting for you to do them right. I'm expecting for you to do them correct. So I need you to be certified. I need you to be trained. I need you to go through your continued education hours for accountability.
right.
I mean, it's just not a numbers thing. It's not throwing on numbers in there. It's making sure that we have all of the necessary documentation and paperwork to support all claims on a tax return. So yes.
Okay.
So let me ask you the raunchy question now. Because I got the phone call, man. They got that 30K, something about $30,000 income, but you gotta. I think but I had already done my tax. Not that I was gonna do it.
Okay.
But it was like, well, you could just amend. Yeah, I don't know, but it's you talking taxes. So which I'm sure, but first, have you or your teams been approached with those types of questions?
We have been approached with the 30K, and we're not doing the 30K. Certain situations and circumstances apply to different people, but if you made $15,000 a year, and how are you getting 30K? I mean, mathematically, it doesn't make sense. So we want to make sure that everybody is doing everything appropriate. Listen, y'all have gotten away with unemployment in this state and these tap-ins and these tap-ins. So we can no longer help our brothers and sisters cheat the government, okay? You have to make sure that you filing exactly what you deserve, okay? We can't, under no way, shape, form, or fashion, we can't cheat the government, y'all.
Because that's per what I don't know, because I didn't do it. that goes under that's on your social security
It's
number,
on
right?
your social security number.
So they know you got it.
They know
Is
you.
it like a
not
loan
even
or
just
something?
a social security number. You have to remember that in order to file a tax return, your address has to match, your identification has to match, your social security number has to match, and it's you because they got footage of you going to the bank and drawing the money out. It's you. Okay, so stop saying it wasn't you. It was identity theft.
Right.
And then they got pictures of you getting money and going to Walmart. Okay,
Right.
so it's you.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't lie about it. All that I suggest for every single person is they gave us stimulus 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Make good of what they give you. Change your mindset, change your thinking, change your pattern, try to come up with something new. Every single one of us has a different uniqueness to each other.
Mm-hmm.
God created you for whatever reason they created you for. They didn't create you for, negativity. Reach down in your gifts and talents in the pits of your stomach and bring out some goodness so we can use it. We can actually pay for your service, and whatever we do for you. So what's your gift? What's your real gift? Get off social media and try to just focus on yourself. Take a 5-day break for yourself. Find out exactly what your purpose is. So if you do that, then we can help you. I mean, it's all kind of different skill sets for people who doing this or doing that or doing this or doing that. So once you find out your purpose, then go after it.
All right.
I'm good at smiling and eating chicken.
Okay.
And crab legs. You did mention crab legs
you're
earlier.
Gonna review chicken then. Chicken review in all cities and states across the country.
There we go.
Do you think because you're good at it, that means your purpose?
Not necessarily. What's your heart? What you wake up and you want to do every day and you don't have any regrets about it? Mm-hmm. Do you get up and do it just because?
For him, is running his mouth.
You're in the place to be, my brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to be able to get up and do it every day.
Say.
And
I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands, and I'm still in the red, still spending thousands.
And sometimes we'll be in the red for the rest of our life,
I wouldn't change a thing, man.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change nothing. I love what I do.
Get to talk. Get this.
I get to talk.
You get to use your voice.
People like to hear me talk. It's so wonderful that people like to hear me talk. Because I started talking because people didn't like to hear me talk. That's why I created a podcast.
I don't like to hear you talk.
But you,
I hate to hear you. I actually hate to hear you talk. Actually, to be honest with you,
I really hate to hear you talk.
I kind of want to throw. I kind of want to throw up now.
That's why the last
I kind of want to throw up now.
I muted your part.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you did.
I totally muted your part.
Like this. Oh, what was that? I'm sorry, I don't hear anything.
It's right here, nigga. Right here. My bad. I didn't spill a drink, did I? What you mean?
Oh man, okay. You know what? I ain't fooling with you, dude. I ain't fooling with you. Here we go, man. We gonna go ahead and take a quick. we gonna take a quick music break. We gonna take a music break, man. We gonna get off to our homies, man. Right way in the building, man.
Right,
we got Dino, MDZ, man. YMDZ, baby. Do that shh. Let's get it, baby. Shoptalk 7. Let's go.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say it get a moist, let me no trust, I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do this. Cause I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do it. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say it get a moist, let me no trust, I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do it. Cause I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do it. You know the snakes come for the great ones. That's when you weed them out. If you've been A1 since day one, not who I'm speaking about. Just been watching cause I got it locked and I know that they plotting and scheming now. I don't believe in no back door. I don't leave my keys around. As soon as they see me, they screaming now. People like, what is the scene about? I turn up the music and hop out the whip. Now you get to see what we about. I pass them in traffic and now they be all out the window. Body just leaning out. They wanted to see that if Dino could do it, I did it. So do you believe it now? I please the crowd. Yes, indeed, I do that. If you talking about cheese for pounds, best believe I move that pip. You better ease it down. It's just me, my crew that's sick. It's just me, my crew that's sick. Hey, yo, so do that.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these are blood. She said, get a moist, left me no choice. I just make blood. But instead it's scratch. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back to exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these are blood.
She said, get her moist, love me, no choice. I just might do that. But instead of scratch, I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that. All that back, what is it? Yeah, get behind me, I know that I'm ready now. Wanna sign me, I know that they jelly now. Tell them patience, I gotta be steady now. Look like an agent, it's smoking on belly now. I ain't worried about none that you mentioned. That you talking about hundreds and Benjamins. They can tell that I'm running a minute. It's RP Uncle, my son, I'ma finish. I mix it up with the Gucci Gabbana. I mix it up like a coupe in a Hummer. Don't call it a scoop in the summer. I give a word, they gon' shoot for a number. Can't understand why they always so pressed about Mac, though. I keep it true in 100. I'm not really worried about it. They do at their back, though. They gon' come through for the drum. They show while she looking away. What's on your hips, I took her away. I gotta come down to riot, just sit for the diet. You know that I'm cooking today. They going crazy, but that's easy. That's lazy, but that need me. They know that I'm not a regular peasy. I tell them don't call my cellular peasy.
She hear my voice, she scream out Dino. She say it get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do it. Plus I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do it.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these up. She said get her moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. All that back don't do it.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Dino. She say it get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out these up. She said get her moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Raised in a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped down before they walk out the door. Pray they survive in these streets. What about the chill? What about the hell? Take a look in the mirror and tell me what do you see? Where you see the image of God, protecting, providing, I into the body of God us to a place that no one can see. Somebody pray for the street.
Don't worry about whether or not I did it all, cause you can still recognize me through the fog. I did this shit, kept it moving, never stalled. Be tweaking, but still that Jesus come across. Preaching BQE Freeman to the cause, conceited but feel connected to the fraud. Cause living be effortless and fake the fall. Manifest spaces and a place to fall. On my Franklin's like the bankers make the call. Why just kept me still in it? Open up your mouth, I'm drilling like a dentist grave digger, feeling slave to the healing crown. Got a lot of pain when you feeling snug, it's up, feeling like a fitted cap. Got it by where my descendants at. How I'm looking forward to the ending. Facts. I put the pressure up on niggas thinking that it's just a game. I made the sacrifices on the holy hill, doing Tomb Raider with the play. Talking that resurrection from the dead. It's not just something you say amongst mortal men. It's all infected and it spread. Somehow I'm sicker than them. I was born to win.
Raised in a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped down before they walk out the door. Pray they survive in these streets. What about the chill? What about the hell? Take a look in the mirror and tell me what do you see? Where you see the image of God, protecting, providing, I into the body of God us to a place that no one can see. Somebody pray for the street.
They stop on your block and be watching New World with no heart for the cops and the streets is on fire. They loading with toxins, so I carefully move as I go for my shot. Hoping them not turn into a fucking hashtag. Let me get on. Cause I promised myself when I was moving with them trash bags. Oh, future looking like a dim light. How many prayers do we need to save it? Really kinda gotta take the blame. Look at all this shit that we be embracing. Yeah, we always wanna live, flash a few bands and a little bit. Why the word down, you don't get it in as long as they don't think that you a little I'm just trying to give a little shift, and I stand over, come from my mandible, learn from my Vegas. Trying my best when I do it, it's perfect, planted like I'm Hannibal. All my intangibles may be the man that I am with my morals, is like then I come with a manual. I had a choice and I chose to live right, I won't stoop to those levels, ain't that understandable?
Raised in a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped down before they walk out the door. Pray they survive in these streets. What about the chill? What about the hell? Take a look in the mirror and tell me what do you see? Where you see the image of God, protecting, providing, I into the body of God us to a place that no one can see. Somebody pray for the street.
I pray for my sons, don't let them pray on yours. You know they say when it rains it pours. That God be your umbrella, he can protect this but still gotta keep that gun fella in blessings is reckless. So check this, all of our communities are disconnected, but never have you seen four brothers that's disconnected. So you gotta receive and believe the message. If we work together, then we can achieve the message. Blessings through these concrete jungles, I stumbled, never fumbled. Been through all type issues, so now I'm humble. Let's rumble. I ain't make it this far just to give up. The ultimate goal is for our kids to outlive us. Trust. Yeah.
Raised in a concrete jungle where the gangsters and them killers stay ready for war. Yeah, soldiers on the front line, standing strong, protecting their own. Make sure they strapped up before they walk out the door. Pray they survive in these streets. What about the two? What about the eight? Look in the mirror and tell me, what do you see? Pray you see the image of God, protecting, providing, eyeing in the bottom of God us to a place you know I can see. Somebody pray for the streets.
Shoptalk 7 in the building. We back. That was Dino Mr. Know-It-All featuring with YMDZ. We do that ish. And bald head Negroes with beards.
Yes, sir.
BH and WB.
Let me in the group, Trosh.
He said get your beard game. Right.
This is a beard.
Yeah.
You can even grab it a little if your hands are small enough.
He wasn't willing to accept that.
Most women's hands are small enough.
Yeah, but their beards are a little bushier.
Not if I shave them.
Like your beard's kind of.
I will shave their beard. Next time I see them, I'm gonna have clippers. Just pure hatred.
It's kind of,
Now I'm probably not
still
gonna
junior high.
Yeah. Now me on the other hand, I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got kind of senior year.
However,
graduation. Yeah.
So, but I'm also an unwrapper, so I can not have a bald head, and I don't have to wrap.
I don't think it works
chicken,
that way.
I unwrap burgers.
Don't think it works that way. It's called bald head niggas with beards.
Dino talking about once I go completely bald, I'm gonna fill out the BHNWB application.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. I'm sorry. Hey, shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Forgive us. We gotta catch up with y'all, man. Good crazy. Lord, man. Shout out to Dino. Shout out to Dodie Mac. We got Cliff in the building. What's going on with your boy?
Oh, nah.
Let's see who else we got in here, man.
Cliff O.
That Syndrome. Syndrome showed up. Hey, Syndrome, we was talking about you last time.
You didn't show up last time.
We was talking about you last time, bro.
Late.
Yeah, you showed up.
You
here, though. You are here. We're glad you showed up. No, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you. Hey, what up there, Big Red? We got Miss Brandy Martin in the house.
I knew it was a girl when he said it like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's the uncle. I had to get my uncle boy. Hey, watch out there now. Hey, what's going on there, Miss Brandy? Brandy's gonna be Miss Martin's gonna be here
Thursday, right?
Thursday.
Big Red in the building.
Big Red in the building, baby. You know, Big Red gonna be here Thursday, man. So we gonna go ahead and chop it up.
All right.
I know how it is, man. What you say, Syndrome? You always late. God damn it, boy. Just damn it, son. I gotta give him the Lexi Spurlock.
Right. Oh yeah.
I gotta give him the Lexi Spurlock. Damn it, damn it, son. Yeah, anyway. Shout out to Spurlock, man. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, coach.
Yeah,
they had to tap into the coach when you wrong. You see that?
MP greatest. MP greatest. Well, listen, this is what we're gonna do, man. Y'all already here. We rocking with Miss Candice Shaw.
I'm here in the building.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
We thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Y'all feel that energy? That's called Virgo power, by the way. Just
I can say it like that too.
Team Virgo. Team Virgo.
Nobody care about no Virgos.
No, of course we do.
All that sand stuff be fake anyway.
No. Just the rest of them.
That's called.
Somebody said,
I mean, we had to wait 9 months to be.
Somebody told me
8 to 9 months to be born. So
we didn't wait. That's actually when the world started.
That was a choice.
They say, "Ooh, I like your perspective."
That was
a Libra thing.
You made a choice.
No, it's not a Libra thing. I know plenty of people that's like me. No, I don't.
It's actually when the world started.
No, I don't. I really don't.
We just let them think otherwise.
Yeah.
And Dennis, you said what?
I don't know what I said.
Oh, okay.
Only thing good about Virgos is Ludacris made a good song. Oh,
Hey,
Exactly.
baby
if
girl
it
wants to
vibes,
come
say
in on
stop the
my
caps.
I want you to come and just chill with the Virgo. We're sipping
Speaking
on
of chill,
Merlot.
make sure you post that. And anyway,
You
Uncle
ain't gonna be
Luke
my girl. You
is
know
a
what?
Virgo.
I'm gonna tape him up.
Come on now.
right.
They're doing all these documentaries and stuff now.
That's okay. That's all right. Nobody went to
Okay.
jail today for that. What happened in
Let
90
us
today?
pray.
What we got up for Shop Biz, man?
Man, we got shop biz going up, man. Hold on real quick. Shout out to the chat. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as hell. All right, let's go ahead and get into this shop biz. All right. Y'all know this. No, not shop biz, shop blitz.
No. We're gonna do Shop Biz. We're gonna go to. Sir, it's like 18.
You
Hit it on one.
got time to go to blitz. Do blitz and come back to this.
You can't argue about it now.
Okay. What you want to do?
Biz.
So in Nicholas news
All right, we're going to
today,
shop biz.
Nicholas
Now, which spot in shop biz are we going to?
News.
No,
Nicholas News.
no. You're right. Let's go through it because it was.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
while they get it together in Nicholas news today, did you see the youth of Chicago in downtown over the weekend?
No, we did.
Oh my God.
Yes, I did.
Y'all need your
tore
parents.
up downtown.
Y'all need your
So
parents.
shout out to my bus driver cousin, Buster, who was maced.
Oh, wow.
CTA, he works for CTA, and he was maced this weekend. Shout out to you, Buster, Jamal, for it.
Is he okay?
He's okay. He'll be back to work tomorrow.
Shout out to the youth who aren't
Sick
doing
day.
that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for them because sons of them that are not doing that.
Shout out to my cousin who was
Yeah,
maced.
let's get to the shop list real quick. We're gonna get to the shop biz.
Okay.
We're gonna start with
Shop Bliss. We got a plus size traveler
Huh?
who demands free seats.
I feel like I need
she
to
wants
suck
to
my
be
stomach in.
she wants to
Yeah.
be accommodated because she's fat. Let's just call it what it is.
Accommodated 'cause she's fat.
That's
You
a fat
made-
shame right there.
And,
So
and
I'm
on
fat.
that note, everybody sucks in. All right.
Too bad you can't suck in from
Continue.
the side.
Oh, got me.
Because that's the problem.
Magumbo, you got me.
Magumbo.
And
You cut
that waist,
you,
that waist
you
is a little
cut
bit
pretty
too
deep there,
wide,
Shrek.
going horizontal. So she wants to be accommodated. So it says here, I read a little bit of it.
Yeah.
A plus size travel social media influencer demanded that airlines better accommodate larger passengers while
Social
traveling.
media influencer.
So is that to say
What are
that
those people?
what is the new term? That she feels entitled? Is that what that is? Because I know what I've heard. I know what I saw myself. No, you can purchase 2 seats, and you can purchase 3 if you want, and have your own row.
So what she's saying
Shout
is,
out
I
to
want
Rose
you guys.
Designs
I
for-
want if they start accommodating larger passengers, those are just going to be higher tickets. You
Absolutely.
got to pay for twice the tickets. What
Yeah.
these businesses will not do is lose their bottom line because
Not at
she
all.
gained weight.
They are not going to give you a free seat, and
And
you're
they
not going to make
shouldn't
money
have
off
to.
of it.
Right. Because
You tell me I'm fat shaming, but I'm 6'1", 290. I'm fat.
Yeah, you are.
I'm 6'1".
I'm just saying I got trouble too sitting in small
Oh, all right.
seats.
I'm sorry.
I can't buy Spirit because I'm big. You understand
I
me?
think it's the headspace you need to worry about, though.
Speaking
Fair.
of,
That's fair. But no, seriously
It's
though,
one
you
of the
can't,
obvious.
you can't expect people to accommodate that. If they accommodate, it's gonna cost somebody something.
Yeah, yeah.
So so they're really accommodating? I guess.
But-
You can buy, but you also buy 2 seats.
and that's it.
But we're also
And they
talking
allowed
about
that.
we're also talking about a social media influencer too.
Look at
So
the
you-
So the whole idea of
She's looking
even
for content.
bringing this to attention.
Yeah.
I mean, it works. It's a good move.
Of course it does. We're talking about it.
So it worked.
I mean, unfortunately,
Do you have
what
a
she's trying to
name?
say is that she identifies as slimmer than what she is.
Ye-
And however,
So is she a weight sexual?
I don't know, but
I'm not sure what
but
they
she
call it,
said
but yes.
Maybe she's a weight
She said
sexual
that-
now.
Yeah.
she feels like she has experienced discrimination because of her size.
Yeah, she's a weight sexual.
No.
She's
Before
not
you were
right.
big, these airlines was already like this. I don't think it got nothing to do with
No.
it.
Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with
And I'm
it.
pretty sure
They're
they've
trying
measured
to fit
those
a lot of
seats.
people on the airplane.
I'm pretty sure those
Right.
seats are standard to the average size humanoid.
What's the average size?
I don't know,
That's a good
but
question.
but I'm sure they're made
None
to
of us
fit
They
in
have
this
that.
their
room,
standard.
unfortunately.
Of people who they care to fly.
And then they're trying to fit as many people on that plane as possible too. So it's a balance.
Right.
So it may not necessarily be the
If
average.
you want bigger seats, get your bread together, get you some first class.
First
Exactly.
class. Yes.
Exactly.
I've walked past many of first class seats and they look very
When you
comfortable.
go past-
I even rub
They
the
are.
headrest
They are.
and say,
You,
ooh,
you,
ooh.
you brushed up against the hair.
When you go past 2XL at Walmart, you got to pay extra $2.
Absolutely.
They are very
Yeah.
comfortable
Here's
in
what it is.
first class.
Okay.
I appreciate that invite. I'll take you up on
Talk
that
your ish.
when you go out to the base
You know,
location.
That's right.
And
Shout out to 12
just,
locations.
Southwest just had a special where you buy one ticket and you get a free rider.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Nice.
Fly Southwest. They're in the
Nice.
special.
Well,
of course, you gotta be careful with Southwest. Yeah, I know.
Southwest is known for if you don't give a damn.
Yes.
We don't give a fuck.
Yes, we should. Right, man. Say that again.
Don't give a damn. We don't give a
fuck. Exactly.
Definitely Southwest.
Southwest finds them, not me.
That's real talk, though.
I didn't say
that's real talk.
But yeah, that's wild. But we appreciate her for coming up with witty content, man.
Yeah.
The next up is my favorite. The City Boys Up. The wife of a Moroccan soccer star
this is good.
loses the divorce settlement.
Dude.
Because
Hey, hold on. Before you get there, build this up.
You're a better storyteller. You do it.
Build this up. So, Moroccan soccer player, I forgot his name, but he's like one of the top paid soccer players in the, soccer is a pretty expensive sport outside of, or lucrative sport outside of the States. You know what I'm saying? It's the world's.
It's world.
Our football.
His name is Akraf Hakimi.
What's his name?
Akraf Hakimi.
Akraf Hakimi. He's one of the superstars of the soccer world. And
Plays
he's
for
going through a
PSG,
divorce.
Paris Saint-Germain, for those who are in the soccer.
Okay. Does it say anything about his net worth or something like that?
His contract was worth, I think it's over $200 million, 30 million euros.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I lied. My bad. His net worth, I saw 200. That was 200,000. 70 million.
That's really pretty nice.
But where did he put that money at?
His mama name.
Mama name. She can't touch it.
Nothing.
Got everything in my mama name. But that, you know what I'm saying? Come on.
Crazy when I said if I ever move in with a woman and it's her place, I will not move in absent of $5,000 or $6,000 in my mama name. So if I have to get up out of there, I got places. I got the means to get going.
Mm-hmm.
He has an extreme advisor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And a mama who love him.
Yeah. I love it.
It's not about a mama loving you. It's an extreme advisor.
And it works.
She loved him. She didn't spend that money. My mama would have spent it.
Somebody it'd
have been gone.
Making a lot of money.
Yeah, man. That's
wow. Sound like they're worth the money.
Well,
she might have to pay him.
How long are they married?
Because she has a bigger net worth than he does.
She does?
Yeah.
Absolutely. If he everything in his mother.
Wow. Well, then isn't that a twist?
It didn't work for me that way. She had more money than I did. I'll tell you that.
I mean, if he
did something wrong, I'm gonna get that lawyer.
If he was able to hide his money and then still entitled to hers.
There's no hiding.
He didn't hide it.
There's no hiding.
It was right there.
Well,
he
and he didn't hide it.
Name.
He didn't hide it. He gave it to his mama.
There's no hiding. He probably have an LLC in his mom's name, and that's where he funneled his money into. Okay. It's not about hiding. It's about being financially smart.
Right. Literally.
Donald Trump, our president, actually had his wife buried on Mar-a-Lago, which turned it into a cemetery. Wow. So he built tax breaks. Yeah. So because you don't know them, that doesn't mean that it's wrong. Wake up. You behind.
Billionaires don't become billionaires by paying taxes. I'll tell you that.
Hey, what's that mean? Hey, this nigga's fit.
Billionaires don't become billionaires by paying taxes.
When you decide to be in business or you decide to be in other areas, you have to have people. You save your money to pay for the people who's going to help you to keep more of your money. Okay? The whole goal of the objective is to keep more of your money. Everything is not money, but you have to.
What he spent.
You have to learn how to keep your money.
Right. Look,
either you pay Uncle Sam or you pay Auntie Candice.
Listen, if you pay
I'd rather pay Auntie Candice because I know her.
If you
at least gonna see her.
If you look at how much it costs to pay taxes, if you actually pay them, you ain't making no money.
Well,
so they got to do that. They got to find the loopholes for taxes.
And stuff. You have to. It's not even necessarily a loophole. To be absent from the mind is present with Uncle Sam. So either you know or you don't know. Either you know or you don't know. Okay?
She buried her.
So you have to make sure that if you don't know, because whatever your field you in, you working, you hustling, you grinding, but somebody is actually, that's why people go to school, because they're master's degree in that field, doctorate degree in that field. So either you're going to pay them to make sure that you're straight, because you might have not have been to college. You didn't have the time and energy. You had the talent. So you had the talent, but somebody else took whatever they had and they got the degree in that field. The talent hires the degree. And collectively, both of you guys work together to what? Benefit you.
Right. I just know
one hand watch the other.
I'm going to bury your dog in my yard. It'd be a cemetery, right?
No.
That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work.
Well, you can start a new LLC with a dog burial park, right? Dog burial cemetery, right?
Mm-hmm.
As long as you own that property by 2, 3, 4 lots, and now you can bury your dog on my property, and I can call it a cemetery, and I can get a write-off, right?
It has to be 2 or 3 lots, or 3 or 4 lots.
You can bury the lot behind you. Well, they were stacking bodies on top of each other now, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
So you can stack dogs on top of each other, right?
Yeah.
Get the specialists that specialize in that area and make good for yourself.
I got a couple dogs at the house.
They're alive, chill.
I mean, just because you don't know, I mean, you know, you got to open your mind up. And sometimes we fail to open our mind up because we get so busy and concerned with other things. But if it's really 100% about you, learn 100% about you. Learn about you.
Do you think, all right, so once upon a time, I was told to get back to my African roots.
Long
I just came from Africa.
So now they told me to get back to my
I just came back from Kenya Tuesday.
So they told me to get back to my African roots. My argument was, back, nigga, I ain't never had them. So how do I get back to something I never had? So under that idea.
So I have an awesome tour guide. I just came back from a 7-day venture in Nairobi, Kenya. I came back Tuesday. Long flight, 9 hours.
How long was the first class flight?
It wasn't a first class. It was just a regular flight. 9 hours the first flight, 5-hour layover in New Amsterdam, and then we took a 8-hour flight to Nairobi, Kenya. I spent a beautiful, warm whopping 7 days in Africa. You definitely should go. They welcomed me with open arms. And my sister, anything that's 99.9% of who you are as a person, meaning black, everything in the stores and the beauty supplies was geared towards your hair, your skin, your eyebrows, your lips, your nose. Everything there was black. The principles and the morals and the values was definitely different.
Much different, I'm sure.
And not to be confused, America, we are top of the pop, but being a lost generation of people, what I would say is there's no Mexico that can contain you. You need to go to Africa. Learn about yourself. The principles, the morals, and the values are 100% geared towards who you are. Your skin, brown, black, light-skinned brown. Definitely worth. I was on a safari for 3 days. I posted pictures that I have never seen. I did a balloon ride over the safari. I was in the Masai Mara, which is where the animals migrate from one place to another place in order to, we see it on National Geographic, we don't think about it, but I personally was there. I friended the tour guides and everything. My hope is for my people to actually visit Africa. I compose with my tour guide to make sure that we can actually get there. So it don't be out of reach. It's not a Mexico you can go to. It's not a Caribbean. It's Jamaicans come from Africa. Mexicans, they come from Africa. But you want to go to the birthplace of civilization for yourself. Yeah. I took pictures and we was right there with the lions and the type baboons walk down the street.
Baboons walk down the street.
Freely. You're not judged by how much money you have. They asked us, we asked him, do you know LeBron James? He's like, who? James from the village?
Yes.
So we was in a Masai Mara, and depending on how high you can jump is depending upon how many wives you can take on.
Oh.
Your strength is based upon how high you can jump. I told my husband, you better not jump a feet.
So I've seen videos of them doing some incredible jumps.
Please do. Yes.
And I just thought that's kind of weird.
That's how many wives they can take on.
How we
walked to the houses. If you look on my Facebook page or my social media, I took people along with my journey. It was definitely worth it. We seen hippos. Hippos walk right past our room. Baboons was right out. Lions, we were right there in the midst of lions and giraffes, and we fed the giraffes. And if you black and you coming from a place where I'm born and raised in Chicago, in every city in the state across the country, when I tell you, you must go. There's no other place. Stop taking your money going to find out about the Caribbean, because they actually came from Africa and they dropped them off in the Caribbean. Mexico, they came from Africa and they dropped them off and they had to learn. But The universal language is Swahili, which is a combo of African and American, and it's 500 types of grass. 500. You have to learn why the grass is low. Green grass is not even done grass, so they like the grass when it's browner. But you have to know that in order.
It's funny though, man, how they behave.
No, we've been manipulated a lot too.
How they behave here versus, I met some Africans. I've been in Djibouti, but I was on base the whole time.
Okay.
But I met some, people from Africa in foreign other countries. It's a different vibe.
Definitely.
It's a different vibe with an African in a different country, like Australia or, United Arab Emirates versus how they deal with us here. You know what I'm saying? We damn near still celebrate it over that way. Mm-hmm. They, like when she went to Africa, she celebrated.
Yes,
definitely celebrated. In my opinion, for especially West Africans, I'm mainly talking about West Africans because that's most of my experience. Mm-hmm. Here, it's like they've told me plenty of times, West Africans, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, why do you call yourself African? Because I'm big on I'm African. Got to go to the motherland. They should put me in my place. Like, why you call yourself African? And they date our women. Most of the time, they don't even want them with our women. They don't want that with Black American women. They want to maybe knock them up or get them to cater to their culture a little bit. Mm-hmm. Then they go back to whatever they was doing in a minute. I don't know many long term African from the motherland versus Black American people.
Yeah.
For me actually going and seeing, as an American, being African descent, they don't want us, y'all. Mm-hmm. They don't want you at all, because learning about their customs and what they are accustomed to, their morals, their values, baby, they don't want you as far as they can spit.
I mean, Americans got to be like.
So what's so good about going over there if they don't want you?
So let me tell you something. Because we are Americanized, which means we're infiltrated. Mm-hmm. We're infiltrated. That's like a woman that's cheating on you with another man. Do you really want her back?
And she's sour.
But shit, they sent us over here, Jack.
No. A lot of us were sold into captivity and all the other stuff, right?
No.
But in order, listen, y'all.
Didn't come get
why
us.
They sent us over here? Why? That's my question. Why would you do that? I've been over there. The air is fresh. The animals don't bother us. Why? So my thing is, I can't say because I was introduced to something that I probably should have never been introduced to hundreds of years ago, and we were introduced to it. But what can we gain from being introduced to a civilization? We can become bigger, better, stronger. Our country, everything over there is geared towards you, your stomach, your health, your hair, from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Do you think you worry about being cold over there? You don't.
Question.
We was there.
How was the food? How did the food taste?
Perfect.
Versus?
Did you have jollof rice?
I didn't have jollof. I had basmati. A lot of the foods that I had, I stayed at Kiraku Lounge. I have basmati rice. Bacon is not bacon, it's macon. What? Kenya is not spelled Kenya, it's Kenha. Kenya is spelled Kenha. Okay, it's not spelled Kenya, it's Kenha. Bacon is not bacon. Bacon is macon. Most of the cows look malnutrition, but they have no fat on them. They walk the cows for miles and miles because the grass that they eat over here, they ate it. So they have to walk the miles into another city or state so that they can feed. The value that they have, or the cows range from anywhere from $100 to $500-$600. So how you value a person with wealth is because they might be walking down the street with 70 cows. Mm-hmm. If a man can't control 70 cows, we know he can't jump 6 feet. Mm-hmm. In the villages with the women, the men have multiple women. And I can understand that now. I can have a greater respect for a man having multiple wives in the village, because if he can take care of multiple women, if you are a woman in the village, that the women build the houses. They build the houses, y'all. They build the houses without a cow dung or poop or whatever. That's why we see the flies all over the children, right? We see the flies on the kids, on feed the children. But what they fail to tell us is that the women, she needs some help building the house. So her husband go and have another wife that can help you build your first house, and you can build the second house, and it really literally takes a village, right? But the husband has got to be somebody that could jump high. If you can't jump high, you only got 2 wives. So you got two wives building.
That's about 2 feet.
I just really have a greater respect for our country, our native land, our people, and I don't want to add no ignorance to the people that's here. No disrespect to us who here Americanized. What I would say is stop going everywhere else. Go where they appreciate you. Your hair, your skin, your stomach.
So they don't want us, but you felt appreciated.
No, they want you. They want you.
Oh, because maybe
I've actually connected with the people who was actually my tour guides and stuff. So they're on my Facebook. Sammy Lee K. Sean, Kamisha is on my Facebook, and my Instagram journeys with Kamisha. So we actually planning for families to go back and forth to Africa so they can see. You want your kids to see hippos. You want them to see lions. You want them to see giraffes. You want to see the real zoo. You want to ride on that rough road in Africa. The roads for the safari is rough. It's rough. So you want them to bump all the way there. You want them to actually see a real zoo. Hyenas walking. Jackals and cheetahs and leopards. I got it all on my page.
So had I've seen images or videos of like wild hyenas. How are the hyenas?
They are wild. We was there. They are wild. What happens is animals don't see black and white from what, they only see black and white, so they don't see color. So we was literally in the safari vehicles, and I could send y'all videos, and the cheetahs was just walking right past it because the safari vehicles have never done wrong to them. So they don't have a reason to be hostile against you. Yeah. If you don't bother me, I don't bother you. Yeah. So literally elephants was right there. Lions was right there. A family of lions, 20 and 21 lions is there. But what they did tell us about being in the Masamara is that it's a circle of life. In order for a lion to live, a gazelle gotta die. Okay, so it's 200, 300, 400 wildebeest, and 100 wildebeest gotta die, or it's 300, 400 wildebeest, or gazelles gotta live every year to be produced. Only 100 live, so the lion has got to eat. So it's really the circle of life. The trees are different, the air is different, the food is different.
All right, well, this is what we're
amazing.
Man. That sounds freaking awesome.
Amazing.
Freaking amazing. We're gonna
amazing.
Go ahead and take
amazing.
We're gonna take a quick little music break, man, and get into some music, man. Take a little break. Take in all of that scenery that she just laid out vividly.
Amazing, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Go to Africa.
Go to Africa, man.
Go to Africa. Go to Africa. I promise y'all. I'm literally got her putting the package together. If we can do it cheap, at this point, I want to take my kids, which I'm taking all of my children next year, but go to Africa.
That's what's up.
Why not?
That's what's up, man. All right, a little bit more from Candice Shaw when we come back, man. For now, we're going to get off into some No Hook 3. Young Cirque, let's get it. Shoptalk 7.
Biggest fucking zone, man. Straight like baby TLD crazy, nigga. I can't run no bottom where you get it all on you when it up starving. Either you was the victim or you was the nigga who willing to do all the robbing. I ain't with them killers who quit to pull triggers if they guess I ever had problems. Fuck a trip to the doctor, they gon' meet the father. This hell even like a A. I can't run no bottom where you get it all on you when it up starving. Either you was the victim or you was the nigga who willing to do all the robbing. I ain't with them killers who quit to pull triggers if they guess I ever had problems. Fuck a trip to the doctor, they gon' meet the father. This hell even like a faucet. Swear to God, I'm honest. If you owe me a check, I expect a deposit. If I feel like you fraud, we'll double that bread and put it on your head like a bonnet. Don't play with my money, it's simple transaction. The quality turn into a promise. Make sure mine is a sign. I put that on my mama, deliver more fire than comments. Shout out to the people who stayed on my side through it all when I didn't have anything. Shout out to them niggas that claim they my niggas, but really they secretly envy me. Shout out to those that I pass my bros when I'm done and act like I ain't see a thing. If I catch an enemy, watch that this me be turning little ass to a memory. Where I come from, they gotta have bread, so let it be dead if someone. It don't matter what you got, they gon' always tie hands out, niggas gon' always want some. I'm just trying to get guap, but I want some. They don't make it to the top where I come from. Same time, my niggas be all over the same. Got shit in this gate town, we don't start where I come from. All these fuck niggas know where I'm coming. I came up from under, I got old dumb. These niggas be wearing bitches, I'm focused on riches, and now I'ma touch me some money. That's the
difference, I'm different. I'm really that nigga could pulling me, bitch, if I want. Take a bitch, I put dick in a stomach. Gotta suck on my shit cause she find me. Let me get that shit, man. Hey, man.
What up, people? Had to get my little 10 post hoodie on, man. You know the deal. This is 10 post nights.
Diesel, turn my headphones up a little bit.
Jelly, you want one?
Yeah, right about that. Bullshit, had to get right to it. Talking about money, I speak that fluid. Tripping on my home, I cannot do it. The flow so cold when I spit high chewing. Sleep all day, trap all night. I'm good in the hood, I don't need no pipe. City rolling with me if I'm wrong or right. And if you didn't know this, careful. Yeah, this is my city, yeah, this is my town. You owe me money, yeah, I want it right now. Your man tell me crazy, but they pipe down. Before I had trap loads, goofy down. You don't like what I'm doing, you can kiss my. I don't care who you is, you don't get no pass. SRT, you don't drive them real fast. Hold on tight, I'm about to do the whole dash. Moving through the city like Speedy Gonzalez. I'm cool with the mayor, that's David Gonzalez. I dress myself, I don't need no stylist. And I stay flat like a muff pallet. I'm good everywhere I go. The people love my swag. I'm the streets, politician, and I got the gift of gab. Hey, make a bank roll off the flick of the wrist. Your girl on my line, tryna sell on my line, tryna sell. After she done, I tell her dismiss. She come home to you and get your kiss. She nasty, I don't let she get past me. Dip it through traffic, tell 12, come catch me. Hold on 1 second, let me pop my shit. You ain't never seen this get fresh like this. You ain't never seen it with this much class. You ain't never seen it go get that bag. Everywhere I go, I rep the land. Give me this eye, I don't fuck with the sand. I'm on Delay, I don't fuck with the lean. My business is good, my posture is mean. TBH, Joy got the baseline lit. When the beat drop, it's like you got drop kick. Bullshit, had to get right to it. Talking about money, I speak that fluid. Tripping on my home, I cannot do it. The flow so cold when I spit high joint. Sleep all day, trap all night. I'm good in the hood, I don't need no pipe. City rolling with me if I'm wrong or right. And if you didn't know this, careful. Bullshit, had to get right to it. Talking about money, I speak that fluid. Tripping on my home, I cannot do it. The flow so cold when I spit high joint. Sleep all day, trap all night. I'm good in the hood, I don't need no pipe. City rolling with me if I'm wrong or right. And if you didn't know this, careful.
Y'all better go and get y'all one. For real, they nice too. I gotta get the red one next, but I'm gonna have nothing but 10 post. This is 10 post nights.
You know what time it is. I ain't come to play with them, nah. This is a momentous occasion. Let me talk to him. Look, white dope, green money, adding up the mathematics, getting good pay off crack addicts, bad habits, dressed in royal blue, pockets full of black magic. Got my own stamp and a vowel just to match it. It's all presentation when I bring them the package. Then I'm back to the bando. Stay on this trap shit. Jeezy playing in the background, still hear the ad-libs. I hang where they cook, nigga, like the kitchen cabinet. Bet that went over your head like a sunset. Maybe I should slow it down and say some dumb shit. Being a quick learner made me top 10 at any rap event that I ever been in. Better yet, I'm top 6. Your bitch thirsty when she see me turn off the faucet. What else? I've been finished them. Who needs a starter kit? I hit the target quick like auto targeting.
HGMIE. Flip whatever car you in, I'm only blowing clocks and woods like I got a sponsorship. We got Ted, ain't no arguments. Cypher who you know more solid than a monument. This shit astonishing, we manifested accomplishments. Not today's price and yesterday's price. Ain't no bargaining, coke's off of the cardigans. Then I got that hard again, now who won't smoke with me? I wasn't all the wit. Slanging cane like old folks, no joke. It's just a pass out, they'll be back to flow dope. Two official gave us the work, we on the same stove. Let it dry and grind so hard we barely change clothes. Never play with my nose, these half a grams made me a bankroll. Had me chasing $40 like a stank hoe. Now I'm on the road to riches, had to pay a few tolls. I'm just a kid from Chicago, D Rose. It's showtime, let's go.
Shout out to Sound 7 in the building. We back. The last song y'all heard was the boy Cypher Sick, but the boy HG. HG Nasty. We got to get him up here. We supposed to have him up here.
Hey, that joint go hard, man. Shout out to Cypher Sick, man.
Boy, HG get the talk. We know Cypher Sick already. So.
Man, dude. And who did we start off with? Kicked it off with
I don't remember. You put it up there. You got to remember these things.
I ran like 3 of them.
He was a good radio personality, you know.
I know. I got to get ready.
Rush.
See how you made everything better. You know what I'm saying? That was Kinfolk, actually. We played Kinfolk in them.
Yeah,
Kinfolk Heights.
Kinfolk
Shout out to Kinfolk in the man. Appreciate y'all, dude. All right, man. Shout out to the chat. We appreciate y'all for hanging out, man, and chiming in. Well, y'all see it at the bottom of the screen. We're going to go ahead and move on with the shop blitz. So, is it wrong to protect yourself against negative effects of divorce? What the hell does that mean?
Wow.
Because I'm divorced, so I already know what this is.
Really, we talking about a prenup. But I came up with that based off the conversation I had before about even before prenup, even before I get married, I'm already trying to set myself up. Whereas I'm gonna be straight one way or the other at the end of the whole thing. Even if she took half, I already got something straight. I already got something to the side. I'm going in. I'm going in with an insurance policy, so to speak.
Yeah. To
make sure if this goes left, that I'm good. Now I understand that.
Can I interrupt and say, is that an older idea or a younger idea?
It's definitely something I came up with. Surely somebody thought of it before me, but it's younger for sure. But so weird shit. I live in 2023 America, where I've been divorced twice, and both times they came after my bread like I never took care of them. You understand that? So these are the experiences that I've had. Yeah. I ain't had everybody else's experiences. Yeah. There are some of us who have managed with the old school values, and you got people like me who ain't seen that. You understand? So I'm at where I'm at with it. And then my experience has been that regardless of how well you took care of them, and I got receipts on how well I take care of people. If they that mad at you, or if that's just how they are, they will come after that money as if you've never taken care of them.
This is true.
You understand? And for the sake of peace, I lost everything in my divorce. You know, even the damn juice, the juicer, and the juice. I think she took my favorite juice too, my apple juice. You get what I'm saying? But so yeah, that's why that conversation came up. They were telling me, well, that's not love. I'm like, what love got to do with this? Is a business decision. I'm gonna presumably try to be with you for the rest of my life. I got to do that with somebody that's suitable. And I got to protect myself based on my history. I got to protect myself. I don't have somebody else's history. You dig me? I got my history. Same thing like when I talked to my grandma about church. I said, Grandma, I didn't get what y'all got from church. So what I'm supposed to do? I can't live off your revelation.
All right.
I can't do that. That don't make sense. The Bible did tell you first the natural, then the spiritual. I got to take care of first thing first. And at this point, I got to take care of me. I have a child that I have to consider, and I can't be losing things to you that I should be giving to my child. That's the hit I'm taking. There's priority over anyone at this point. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's where that whole thing came from. It's pretty much a prenup before the prenup. Taking care of yourself even before the prenup.
Miss Shaw,
Miss
Shaw, what you got to say? Because I see you loading up the barrel.
Well, I've been married for about 15
I see
years.
You loaded up.
I understand that there's ups, downs, twists, turnarounds, hurricanes, and tsunamis. So my outlook or my approach won't be the same. But me and my husband has been together since we were 16 years old. We're 40 now. And if I could offer anything, it's rough.
Oh, yeah.
It's rough. It's definitely a journey. It's not a one-sided thing. You got to talk counseling. You got to talk.
Gotta keep coming back to that table.
Rough. Ooh.
You gotta keep making it.
But what I will say is this: I'm not supportive of a one-parent household. I'm not.
No.
I'm definitely a 2-parent household. As long as it's not toxic. If it is toxic, let's try to make it better. You know your partner before we had any children. Me and my husband was together before we had any children. I know you, bruh. I know you for 6'2", 160 pounds with braids to the back. I know you before them kids knew you. But I couldn't do it without my husband. I have a son that's in the Air Force. I have a daughter that is a guard at Purdue Northwest. I have a son that is in the Air Force. I have my oldest daughter who works for my company. I have my son at 6'5", a freshman at Crown Point High School who is making strides. So I couldn't do it by myself. I'm sorry. I'm team 2-parent households. Work it out. You know this man before. Stop playing on the new age. Whatever they telling you about this man, I can't do it. He got the kids now, and I'm here. So I'm not.
That value ain't there for a lot of us. Not us. I'm gonna say us because I believe in what she just said, right? And I've preached it on this show.
I'm rocking 2-parent households till we die. I'm understanding
what I did from the accountability standpoint when my household separated. That bothers me. I talked to y'all.
Shout out to Mr. Daryl Shaw.
Yeah. Absolutely. Shout out to Daryl.
Shout out to Daryl.
Shout out to Shaw.
The daddy of the daddy.
When she used the word toxic, she didn't do what a lot of us do, which is get up out of there. She said, if it get toxic, work it out. Most people I've talked to,
we all toxic though. You know, a lot of times
it's followed up by I ain't gonna be that. What if it's toxic? She said work it out when it's toxic.
I hate the way
it's
that we just throw
personality disorder,
around.
Right?
If it's toxic, if it ain't working, it's easy for you to call it toxic. If it's something that you're doing, it's easy for you to just ignore your part in it. Like,
it's
you know what I'm saying?
Personality. It's you coming from 2 parents and me coming from 2 parents. It's 4-parent toxicity. And we have to work it out to become the benefit of us all, right? So it's multiple personality disorder that we're trying to work out. And if you're a counselor or whatever who deal with multiple personality disorder, holler at us. Because it's not just, it's me coming from 2 parents, it's him coming from 2 parents, it's all collectively coming. If you ain't coming from multiple personality, if you didn't study that, get out of our face. For real, because you can't deal with what we dealing with. For real, like we got counselors, we didn't pay money and they not trained in the area. Black, because we black. Right. Black. And I know it may seem like we being racist or whatever.
No, you need somebody that can identify with your struggle.
That can identify with multiple personality disorder. Because that's where we coming from. We're not coming from Caucasian. We're not coming from white. We're not Australian. We don't want you in there with your English language. We want black people who've been in the struggle, who came out. That's when we need to use our ability for people who got the master's degree and doctorate degree.
It's a language being spoken.
It is.
And if you don't
identify
speak the language,
we don't want you.
Where do you start instilling the values that are necessary for people to even process all that?
Ugh.
You did like family is a value. The man and woman are the foundation of the community. Why? Because they're the ones who make the babies. So the man and woman, the household, that is the foundation of the household. Household is the foundation of the community. Because several households create communities. I understand we're broken. So I'm wondering how do we
piece all that together?
How do we fix the values? It's not a 5-year plan. I'll tell you that.
Oh hell no!
Right?
It's a generational plan.
It's got to be the people who getting it right, showing the benefit. They're showing the benefits. They are. I hate when people be like, ain't nobody doing it. Yeah, they are. There are people doing it right.
Yes.
They need to be highlighted.
And doing it right multiple ways, by the way.
Like I said earlier, we'll pay more attention to the young man with his pants down as if that inherently makes him bad than we will the people who are doing
all of us sitting here
things
35 years old or older, so they don't apply, but we don't want to diminish the people that are younger than us because we want to help them because we older. We now realize that we have a problem. Okay, so we wanna kind of pinpoint the problems on the forefront, right? I'm 40 years old. You 40? How old are you?
42.
You 40? How old are you? So we actually, we can see the problems ahead of time. No, you don't want 5 women. We know that's a job.
Right.
You know what I mean? So us being older, and a lot of us who here don't make it. You know what I'm saying? To be 40-some years old, because they lost us in the street. But us being older right now, we have a voice. So because we have a voice, it's rough.
It's very rough.
Because it's rough because they like, oh, you an old head. I'm an old head, but guess what? You gotta get to where
that's graduation.
You.
That's elevation.
I mean, so we want to celebrate the graduation. We want to celebrate the old head, but in another state, like I told you earlier, we older. We know better. I mean, we know better, and when we know better, I mean, we might not be able to grab everybody, but at least the word was out there. At least it was out there because it's rough. We don't. I told him. I said when we were younger, they were like, "I got 6 women." Woo, 6, brother. Woo.
That's too much
work.
Dude.
Like, oh my God, do you really want 6 women? Do you really? Ooh, I got 8 of them.
It was easy when you live with your mama and they had to go back home.
But when you see all that, you all this like, oh, I gotta be here for my son. I gotta be here for my daughter. But a lot of times they portray, they celebrate 10 kids. That's a lot of kids, y'all. Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Like y'all don't realize it's a lot of humping.
Well, that's just 10 humps at minimum.
But we can have them, but to be that's like you try to be at 10 places at one time. You're like, woo.
Right. And that's 10 different personalities.
You can't split yourself up that.
I mean, I got health issues. I got conditions that can't. So
unless you got them all under one roof.
And
you
but they don't want to be all on one roof.
Of course
one
not.
roof because this baby mama don't agree with that baby mama.
Of course not.
So all of y'all, hey, listen.
Ain't Africa.
I need everybody to try me. Yeah. Shut up and let's buckle down. Let's get a plan. But we didn't have the plan in place forefront, so it's definitely tough. So
I think the first thing people should do, if you make it a baby, you and that person you made this baby with, and you find
work it out.
A mentor couple.
Yeah.
My opinion. You can find a mentor because everybody needs counseling. You need counselors. We all need counseling. Not everybody need to go to professional counseling necessarily, but you get that example couple, that big homie couple that you could fall under. Something I wish I would have did. I didn't understand this, knowing that I had the language at the time, and nobody told me this. They championed me.
Not only just that though. Can I interrupt really quick? Okay. Because that big family couple, right? Don't think that because they had 1 or 2 falling outs and you got some dirt on them, that they not still the big family couple. Okay.
No.
A lot of times they be like, but you did. So that deters people. Yep. You're not perfect. You have to go into a situation and circumstance saying we not perfect. That's right. We still have arguments. We still have fights. We still have issues that we're working on. But bruh, let me tell you something. When you at your stage 1, which goes back to the A, B, C, and D, right? A, B, C. I can carry you through A, B, C, and D. Baby, if you want to get to D, E, and F, you got to talk to them.
Yeah.
Hey. Because I ain't made it there yet.
I tell people you know what I'm saying? I like my passes with some dirt on them.
Hey, that's right. That's right.
Because you can't talk to me otherwise. What you know, how you going to talk to me about infidelity and you ain't done it? No, I'm not wishing infidelity on you.
No, but I'm just saying you're speaking from a place, you're speaking from a high ground that you haven't earned.
You can speak to the nuance of how to deal with these things. And maybe it don't necessarily have to be infidelity. It just has to be maybe as egregious a thing.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, talk to me from a place of you've been in the mud too.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise you don't even know how to deal with this for real. You living in the clouds.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? My cousin told me once, he said, you need to learn how to be alone. I say, honey, look, you've been with your baby daddy since y'all was 15 and 32 now.
Yeah.
You've never been alone.
Right. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's a different reality. When I was with my wife,
so possibly you can give me the 1, 2, 3, but you can't give me the 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah,
right.
And I'll take you
just somebody else that made it through 4, 5, and 6. But a lot of times we don't know how to put somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then a lot of the healed people, a lot of the so-called healed people to me, it seems like a lot of them they really just hop back into the same pot they was in before. Because it's like you are here, you can be by yourself and you can be better when you come out, right? You settle down, not as angry, but you ain't worked this out with people yet. So you got them same triggers. Well, not the same triggers. Maybe you gained the triggers from your previous experiences, and now the same triggers are triggering you, or pushing, or making the bullet come out. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of nuance to a lot of these cliche statements we make about being healed and you're never really healed. What they say when you what was you talking about earlier?
Oh, about how like alcoholics and addicts.
You never really Because, you know,
it's a day-to-day situation.
It's a fight every day.
It's a decision. It's a decision you make every day.
But people like to go straight to the grandiose statements.
Yeah, I'm past.
I think we're doing each other a disservice when we do that. You know what I mean? Like the first thing I do, like I had a conversation with some people about how this young lady should have, she need to stop focusing on trying to be with men and just raise her kids. First of all, maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. I don't know. Right. I don't know all the nuances of that situation. But don't talk to me as if this mother or children shouldn't want a man around. We're not going to approach this that way. Maybe she should focus on some other things, but I totally understand the idea of a person not wanting to raise children alone. First understand me before you try to check me.
Right.
If you ain't never deposited, bro, you can't take nothing.
I say that all the time. You can't check nobody, you ain't check no.
You feel me?
All right, well, this is what we're gonna do, man. We gotta wrap it up, man. We definitely want to thank Miss Candice Shaw. You definitely have to come back. Absolutely, you definitely have to come back. You want to give me your information? Where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook, Candice Shaw.
Okay.
Or you can look me up, www.unlimitedtaxesindiana.com. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Christian Mingu, back pages, all of that.
All right. That's what it is.
But you can find me, Candice Shaw, CandiceShaw on Facebook. Inbox me if you got any questions, comments, concerns. I am definitely interested. You can call me, contact me at 1219-902-5830. If you're looking to get your taxes prepared, done, extensions, 1-844-563-1040. We have multiple locations to serve you. Gratitude to my brothers and sisters out here. Let's get you taken care of.
All right.
We'll talk about that offline. We gotta go.
Yeah, we got everybody. All right, man. Chill told me to post this, man. Mighty Media Monics in the building. Medaya Monet. Get this DD Smith in the house, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Shoptalk 7. We'll be back tomorrow night. Same bad time and channel. Who we got tomorrow night? We got Demarion Hampton, and we got Kevin Hobby coming through tomorrow.
One of them has a normal name.
Yeah. We got a Street Boy Stretch coming Wednesday.
Street Boy coming Wednesday.
You know we got Big Red Thursday. And we got Fresh DiBiase on Friday, man. So
I like that name,
week, baby.
DiBiase.
Yeah.
You better know how to rap that.
Hey, we're going to see what he got. Because
I might go in this Friday. I might freestyle this Friday.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Vano
Bands. He don't sound like he can rap better than me. Vano Bands, I'm challenge you to a duel.
All right, let's do it.
You want to do that?
I know what it is, man. Shoptalk 7, man. I know what it is. We got Candice Nicole featuring Mikey O and Rob A.
Pull up.
Mine.
Oh, mine. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Got here right now, but I'm going to run it back because they got to hear that. You got to hear that again.
Way back.
Shoptalk 7, baby. Let's get it.
Way back music. Shut up.
One time. Yeah. 2 times. Yeah. 3 times. Big girl, yeah, I love the way she grind me. Short-term bursts where you find me. Spend time counting money, steady counting. I got a box dripping like a fountain. Watch this as I pull out the liquor. Eye contact with a nigga. She ready. I can tell by her eyes that she want me. Got me staring at her body that I know me.
You like the way my body moves to the motion. Boy, be careful while you're sipping from my potion. Yeah, I just got you turn the lights down. Pour me a drink, I'm talking right now. I see you see me through these neon lights. Some 5 shots and I'ma be here all night. I say you see me through these neon lights. Some 5 shots and I'ma be here all night. Just get loose, let your body move tonight. You're mine. I'ma make us slip your mind. You like the way I whine tonight. Oh, mine. Tonight, you're mine.
I got some options I'm picking, I'm sticking. Who want the pipe? Now that you mentioned I'm drinking, I'm thinking it's on the night. I bought some bottles of Remy, it's plenty. Who needs the ice? I got Versace and Fendi, I'm rocking. Which one you like? Move your body like a snake. Or better yet, throw that little pussy in my face. In love with your body, it's busting like slugs from the shotty. I ain't rushing, I ain't quick to even tell nobody.
You like the way my body moves to the motion. Boy, be careful while you're sipping from my potion. Yeah, I just got you turn the lights down. Pour me a drink, I'm talking right now. I see you see me do through these neon lights. I'm 5 shots and I'ma be here all night. I say you see me through these neon lights. I'm 5 shots and I'ma be here all night. Just get loose, let your body move tonight. You're mine. I'ma make it slip your mind. You like the way I whine tonight. You're mine. Tonight you're mine. Just get loose, let your body move tonight. You're mine. I'ma make it slip your mind. You like the way I whine tonight. You're mine. Tonight you're mine.